Good old-fashioned chess match out there.
Hey, we knew it was going to be a dogfight. They're a great defense. We saw them on film against Toronto last week. We saw them in the preseason, and we knew it was going to be a dogfight. But we made plays when we had to, and hats off to our defense, man. They kept us in it, and they gave us an opportunity to put the game away.
How much are you going to feel this one in the morning?
Oh, I'm going to feel this one for sure. It was a physical game. They're a physical team. They're a big team. So, we knew that coming in, and we knew it was going to be a physical game.
What part of the play of the defense were you impressed by?
In all phases. I mean, it all starts up front on both sides of the ball. If you're getting pressure on the quarterback, if you're stopping the run, then you're going to give yourself a chance in any game. And our defense did a great job. And it's just good having Hawk healthy. It's good to have Odell here. Those two guys together, they're a force to be reckoned with.
You scored 43 points the first game. You scored 17 and win. Is this just a sign, an idea of the personality this team is like?
Hey, I mean, we talk about it all the time. Some games you're going to score 40. Some games you're going to score 15. It's all about getting a W at the end of the day. The defense is going to need us at times, and we're going to need them at times, and that's what makes us a team.
Is this the ball control offense you talked about when we're seeing out there shorter passes? I don't think you really tried a long one all day.
Yeah, I didn't. It's all about just moving the chains. Especially when your defense is hot like that, the thing you don't want to do is just put them in a bad situation. And I thought we did a great job, even though we didn't put the ball in the end zone till late. I thought we did a great job of moving the ball. When we got it backed up a couple times, we got it out, changed field position, and when we punted, we made sure that we pinned them deep.
You had success with Sheets at the end of the game. Did you sense you just ran him out of gas? Your defense just ran.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to say that. I mean, sooner or later, if you keep pounding, something's going to open up. And, that's how it goes. Bigger defenses are usually a little more tired in the fourth quarter. I'm not saying that's the case, but I know we're in great shape, and we just kept pushing.
Did you notice it without Labatt today?
A little bit, but hey, that's the nature of pro sports. Guys just have to step up when injuries happen, and Patty did a great job.
In a game like this, how much pressure do you feel as an offense not to make that mistake that could cost you?
Well, you don't want to do it at all. I mean, no matter the situation, no matter what game it is, you just want to protect the ball. And, that's something that I've been struggling with the past couple of years, and it's a very important point of emphasis that I put on my game, and so far so good.
We saw you run a little more in the second half than in the first. Is that something you wanted to change at halftime?
Yeah, I mean, if it's not there, we needed a couple first downs. They're a great defense, and to slow down their pass rush, the thing you got to do is take off a little bit to slow those guys down, and so that's what I did.
You gave your fumble to your fiance? That ball to your fiance?
Yeah, every ball goes to my fiance that I'll get, because she's a big part on me here, and how I play on this field. She watches our two kids all the time, and she picks up a lot of slacks with our personal training business. So I got to give due credit where it's due.
Shoulder rubs too, I bet.
Yeah, for sure. I'll get a shoulder rub tonight.
Hey Brent, after missing all last year with the shoulder injury, how nice was it to come in here with the first home game of the year and have such a big impact?
It just feels great. It almost feels like the Grey Cup. When you haven't been in here for a whole year and then you come in and have a good game like that, it feels good to have a good game while watching all your buddies have good games too.
What was working for the defensive line out there tonight?
The what?
What was working for the D-line out there?
I think what's been different here this year than in the past is, Richie is really a player's coach. He calls the defense, but he also gives us the option and opportunities to call our own plays and to mix things up as a D-line, even when he doesn't know what's going to happen. And that really paid off tonight because we were really getting in there and getting some good pressure.
Did you feel you could get the pressure that you did today?
Yeah, we feel like we can get any pressure like that on any team. It's not being cocky, it's just being confident. Because if you're not a little confident, then it just ain't going to happen, right? You got to always have it in your mind that you're going to try to get that quarterback and just do well as a defense. But to come out there and hold a team to a point, to not have them score, really. We gave them that point. So, that speaks dividends to our team and the direction that we're headed as a football team.
I know you sat out most of last year with the injury, but
all of last year.
Everybody's saying about the 0-10 against the Western opponents, and now you've got that victory against a Western team.
Sure.
What does that mean, especially going in next week against the champs?
They aren't the champs, actually. This is 2012. They're not the 2012 Grey Cup champs. So no one's the champs right now, and we'll both be fighting in that. If they want to make it a Grey Cup game next week, then hell, we'll make it a Grey Cup game. We don't care. We'll play them anywhere, in the snow, sleet, on a field full of glass. We don't care. That's how our team rolls. So we got a good attitude about us, and we're playing aggressive, fast, with discipline and unity. So that's what we're about.
Confidence seems like night and day compared to last year.
It is night and day, but it's all about our attitude. I think this whole team has a different mindset than we've had in the past. You have a lot of guys out here with different personalities, with loud personalities. Odell. And, but that helps our team, and we need that. We need guys stepping up and being loud because, with Odell doing that and myself doing that, it motivates everybody, And if the offense is down, the defense has to pick it up. If we're down, then the offense has to pick it up. But that's all a part about being unified.
Shmar, how good did that sack feel at the end of the game?
It feels good. Anytime you get a sack and anytime you make a big play for your team, it's always a special feeling, and that's what you play the game for. So it's always a good feeling to get those big plays.
After going 0-10 against the West Division last year, how satisfying of a win is this?
Last year was last year. It's good that we got this win this year, and we got it off our back early, and we got to get over that hurdle, and now we're just focused on next week trying to go 2-0 in the West against BC, and it's just good to get this one out of the way.
You held their offense out of the end zone and off the board really throughout the whole game. What was working for the defense out there tonight?
Everything, I think everything. I think we were able to stop what they wanted to do on offense, and when you're able to do that, you make them one-dimensional. And once we did that, we're able to let our playmakers make plays.
As a defensive player, how much fun was that?
It's a lot of fun. When you play a close game like that, it's all fun. And sometimes you get caught up so much in the moment that you forget that the score is if they score a touchdown, they're right up in the game. But it's definitely fun, and those are the games you want to play where they're definitely so close.
Obviously, this defense a little tougher than the one you faced last week.
Yeah, this defense had an opportunity to study us for a week and see what we did well, and they prepared for it. And we just had to make adjustments, and we did that, and the end result was a W.
When you ran for the points at the end of the game there for the touchdown, did you sense that they were just out of gas after this game?
The line was telling me they're wearing down. We just got to break their back. Sooner or later, we're going to do it. And I listened to them and stayed behind them all the time. And once I got to that second level, it was all she wrote. Thank you.
You were able to get the real cutback lanes there late in the game. Is that just the fact that they were starting to wear down?
Actually, it wasn't the cutback. They was protecting against the cutback game. It was more of staying front side. And when I wasn't able to get to the front side of the line at the beginning part of the game. The line was saying, you get there, it's going to open. And we made the adjustment so that I can get to the front side, and the line opened up a beautiful hole, and I ran through it.
Does this make going into next week that much easier, playing the defending Grey Cup champions? Now you guys are both 2-0. Does it make it any easier?
I wouldn't say make it easier. There's pressure on both teams to do well because there's only 8 teams in this league, and every win or loss is going to count.